guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing The Sun Is Also a Star, and I'm going to give you, as always, a little bit about what the story is about and what I'd rate it. Today though, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different type of review. I'm going to let you guys know what age group I think should be reading this book, just because in this book I feel like there's some things that may not be appropriate for a really young audience. So let's get into it. Okay, summary time. So The Sun Is Also a Star is a book about two teens who end up crossing paths, and for 12 hours we get to see how their lives kind of become about each other. So we have Natasha, which is a teenage girl whose family of four is getting deported to Jamaica, and she has 24 hours before they have to leave. So she is trying to make this last attempt to stay in America where she wants to be and where she wants to live. You know, she's been going to high school there, she has a friend, and she wants to stay. Then we have Daniel Bay, who is trying to make his parents happy by going to a Yale alumni interview that same day that she's trying to make everything work out so she can stay in America. He, though, at heart wants to become a poet and a writer, but his parents want him to become, go to Yale, become a doctor, do something like that with his life, and he has no desire to do that. So, as this day begins, they repeatedly keep bumping into each other and seeing each other, and they've never met before this. This is the first time that they've met and their lives intertwine. Now in this book we have Natasha, who is very logical and science-based, and everything she thinks about is like there has to be an answer for it, while Daniel is a romantic at heart and all he wants to do is, it's all about feelings. So they're total opposites in this case. And Daniel develops feelings for Natasha, and you basically see this whole story of him trying to convince her to fall in love. So he tries to go about it logically and tries to find a way. So he does, questions that he finds online, and that's, they're going through these questions pretty much all day. This story is one day that you're reading. It's just a full day that you're reading, and it's really interesting. I don't want to spoil anymore, but you really get to just see, will these two stay together or will they be taken apart just by their circumstances? I do have to say though, part of this will go into my rating, which I'll talk about in the next section of this video. The ending was good, but I feel like it could have ended better than it did. I don't know. You'll have to read it to get what I mean, and if you do read it, or if you have read this book, comment down below what you thought about the ending. Try not to spoil the ending, just share with me what you would rate the ending out of 10 or something. But yeah, that's my summary. I don't want to give away too much more than that, but let's just get to reviewing it because I don't want to spoil. Okay, so the first part of this review, I want to talk about what audience I think it's for, some stuff that it does have that is why I wouldn't prefer it for a younger audience, and all of that. So there is some language in this book, and that is one of the reasons why I wouldn't recommend it to anyone a lot younger. And not only that, but there is a lot of romance in this book. So I would suggest maybe 15, 16, I would say 16 and up, but that's definitely something that I would say before you read this book. If you're under 18, ask your parents, see what their opinion is on it. Every parent's different, and that is just my little disclaimer. I wouldn't say it's for a younger audience, but I'm not your parent, so talk to your mom or dad about it, or your guardian, whatever. So that is that. I even, honestly, just the type of person I am with this book, there was some things that I even felt a little bit uncomfortable with, but overall the story and plotline was really good. So yeah, that's that little disclaimer thing for you. now I will rate it out of 10. Okay, so as I said, I did really enjoy this book. I liked it a lot. The way it was written was really good to really feel what each person felt, because, okay, I'm gonna share a little thing about it. This is why I like this book so much. The chapters are so short. And if you're someone like me who likes to break things up into smaller goals where you can be like, okay, I'm gonna read like 2-3 chapters today or something like that, it's so easy to do with this. But not only that, the story is so good, you end up reading way more than that anyways. So, I mean, here's another example. Some of them are more than just 2 pages though. Some of them are like 3 or 4. Yeah, this one's like 6 pages. So it's really just a like short goals that you can do. I think I read this in about a week. I don't know. It's really great that it does that. So if you like to read short chapters, I recommend this book. Overall, I think I'm gonna rate the book a 7 out of 10. We're gonna go with that, 7 out of 10. Maybe a 7.5 out of 10. It was a really great story. I did really like it. I didn't love the ending of the story, and there was just a lot of language in it that I don't use. So for me, I wasn't that fond of that aspect. So yeah, 7.5 out of 10. That is my final score for this book. It is a #1 New York Times bestseller though, so sorry about that. If you heard the knock in the last one, my mom knocked and came in to drop off some stuff into my room. But anyways, yeah, I was saying that it is the #1 New York Times bestseller, National Book Award finalist. So obviously a lot of people like it. But yeah, that is my review of this book, what I think about it. Overall, it was a really good book. So give it a go, read it if you want to. Comment down below what you thought of this book. I know it's a movie too. I haven't watched the movie. Usually though, the movies are not the same. So I don't know, maybe I'll watch the movie and then rate the movie. See if they compare, if they're good, or what. But that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.